am Red Cyclone! Yeah!
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to another episode of the It Gets Better, I Swear podcast. I'm your host, Lee Beans, and I'm here with Merc with the mic.
What is up? What is up?
What's his, what's the joke? Red, blue, and green all over or something like that?
What's black and white and red all over?
Yeah, there you go.
It's
Black
a
and
newspaper.
white. Ha 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 ha.
I got
freeze.
I remember that from Muppet Babies.
So would you like to watch a movie that's 1 hour and 40 something minutes of just that bad jokes? No. But we did because we watched Batman and Robin this week.
Yeah. Why do we do this to ourselves?
Yeesh. That's a rough one.
There's times when we do these when we pretty much plan our thing out, all the stuff we're gonna do, just to keep like a content that we always have something to talk about. So we've been doing the video game movies, and then we're doing the superhero comic book movies. Between those categories, there's a lot of bad movies. We've
Very
seen
much
some
so.
shit. And it doesn't change.
No, because Batman and Robin is pretty much at the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, I tried to give it a chance, and maybe like, hey, maybe I might find it more funnier than I thought it was, and I did not find. I found it more funny is the fact that I found the delivery of some puns more funnier than everything, because I feel like that's how he will sound. Like that's pretty much him like telling the joke or something like that.
Who's that?
Schwarzenegger.
Okay, got you.
But other than that, it was not a good movie whatsoever.
No, not at all. Well, it was way too long.
Yeah.
It was way too unfunny for its own good. Yeah. And I feel like even if you can understand English and you're a child, I think even a kid might be like, but why are the jokes not funny?
Yeah.
And that's kind of what hurts this movie a lot. It's just like the value, the sheer value of puns in this movie is overload. So whenever I see people make puns about a joke in any type of medium, may it be online or in real life, I know that it can be much worse. Because Batman and Robin exists, and I there has to be somebody who went through and looked at it. I wonder if Nostalgia Critic counted the puns. I don't think he did.
Yeah.
I don't think he counted them. I know he went through it. I watched this thing a long time ago, but I don't think there has to be a count for how many puns are in this movie.
So Schwarzenegger had like 32.
Damn, somebody. All right, well, there's information.
I
we have
googled
information.
it. Yeah. I think there's a total of like 88 or 89 puns throughout all the characters, and I think Schwarzenegger had like 30 something.
That is amazing. That's terrible, but it's amazing.
And that's not copying the ones that he repeated.
Oh yeah, of course, because you can repeat the same joke in a movie. Oh.
Yeah. Or he was just like freeze.
No good.
Yeah.
No good.
We'll get more,
but still not as bad.
Yeah.
Still not as dry as Condor Man.
Yeah. So you wanna just do the movie first, and then we get into everything else later?
Well, if you got anything else,
I have a little thing, but we could do that later. We're already into this movie, so let's get into this movie first, and then we get into the other stuff. Why not?
Do you have the page up? Because I didn't have the page up. I usually take this time to get the page
right up. Now. Batman and Robin. Boom. So, there we go. We got Batman and Robin this week for our 2 decades of superhero comic book movies, 1978 to 2000. It's funny because I was talking to my Minion's wife, because she actually took a cue from our list, because I gave her a copy of the list and she just did all the DC movies. And that's what she watched it as well. And she was like, "That movie was really bad." I was like, "I told you, it's not even funny. It's just bad jokes. It's not even bad dad jokes either. It's just bad jokes."
Yeah, they don't land at all.
So our release date is June 20th, 1997. Director is Joel Schumacher. Joe Schumacher, he's definitely good. I look at him and I'm like, yeah, that's definitely. Let's see what Joe Schumacher did besides this. I know he directed Batman Forever as no, he did not do Batman Forever, or was he? Did he do it? Yeah, he did. Did he do Batman Forever? No, he did Batman Forever. Joe Schumacher, some of his highlighted movies was probably the one with Kirk Douglas, Falling Down. That's probably one of his most noticeable ones. The Lost Boys he did as well. And then he did 8mm. He did Phantom of the Opera. And then he goes into doing Batman and Robin and Batman Forever and adding nipples to bat suits. That's what he does.
I mean, terrible. Shame on you. Yeah, not great.
So our stars of this movie is George Clooney as Batman, Chris O'Donnell as Dick Grayson, Uma Thurman as Poison Ivy, Alicia Silverstone as Batgirl, Robert Gordon, Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze, Michael Gold as Alfred Pennyworth. Why is Val Kilmer on the cast? Pat Hegel as James Gordon. Yeah, Jeep Swinson as Bane. Yeah, Frolic. John Glover as Frolic Man. Yeah, Vivica A. Fox as Misbehave, and Ella Miss Patterson as Julia Madsen. I think that was his Bruce Wayne's love interest.
Okay, gotcha.
We have Coolio. He makes an appearance in this movie.
Where?
Yeah, he was in this movie. He was in when they were there was in the middle of the scene when they went to the clubs and stuff with Batgirl and Robin.
I don't remember.
Yeah, and also a noticeable person that's in this movie is Jesse the Body Ventura.
I don't remember who he was.
He was a henchman. He was one of the guards in Arkham City.
He was a guard. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, so that's our cast of Batman and Robin. This was tough. This was a really tough movie to get through because I opened the door to maybe I over criticized the movie when I first watched it and things like that. I haven't watched it in a long time, so going back to it, and it was just corny. It was like a really corny movie.
You know, the best thing I can say about it is that the set pieces look nice. The costumes look really good. It obviously went back to 66 for some references, especially the goons with the themed clothing and whatnot.
Yeah.
For Mr. Freeze, you know what I mean? The amount of jokes they tried to have, the comical nature of some of the most life-threatening situations were handled in. So like you could see some of the inspiration because you know what? When looking at it now, I could see the divide between 66 and Batman Forever.
Yeah, I can see it.
Like
too.
it looked like those two things were the main influences on this movie.
Because George Clooney as Batman, I will say he was very, very like Adam West-ish as Batman. Like that, if I had to say a Batman he reminded me of, it was Adam West. Not a good thing, but yeah, he reminded me of Adam West. I did not care for Chris O'Donnell in this movie. I think he just annoyed the shit out of me.
Yeah, he wasn't a likable character.
Nah.
I don't know why they did that to him.
Yeah, he was kind of like a douchey and annoying. And then I'll say I'll say the more interesting the more like entertainment based characters would be the villains in Mr. Freeze and Poison Ivy. They weren't that great, but they had their moments in this movie, and which kind of helped a little to get through it. But even their stuff got really old really fast.
Yeah, I just thought the jokes were terrible. I think that's the bad part of them not doing it well, not paying a good homage to something you liked.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's the more offensive thing,
yeah.
is to like go ahead and say, yeah, this is a tribute to, or rather a love letter to something I really like.
Yeah.
And you watch it and you go, damn, son, you might not want to tell this person that. So I hope he didn't tell Adam West, yo, man, I made this movie. I hope you like it. Because, whoo, Batman Forever is just so not. It doesn't hit the marks that it tries to hit, except the aesthetics. That's it. That's kind of it. Every time somebody opens their mouth, it's almost always something that just makes you go, man, who the hell said this was okay? What is up with these lines? Why is Alfred not telling? Why is that girl a surprise to Batman? That's Batman. He should know. Why is she so capable? I don't understand how you end up so able to fight crime in one day. Batgirl makes no sense.
Batgirl makes no sense. And then also like the one thing I spotted out with Batgirl and when introducing her character, her story is that she's been in England all this time, in school and stuff like that. Her parents passed away, but she was in England the whole time. I was like, why doesn't she have a British accent or something like that? Because even if you're in a place that has like heavy accent people and you're there for quite some time, you start developing their accent. My brother's from Ireland, lives in Ireland. Like over here, he didn't really have anything. If you talk to him now, you could kind of tell he has kind of like an Irish accent, a little bit. It's not very heavy or anything like that, but he says some word. You start getting some wordings differently than you usually would do because how you hear it all the time where you're at. And that's the same thing here. So that was like, why she don't speak British? Like, why she's not like talking with a British accent? Because
she didn't want to do it. They didn't pay her enough.
It would have been terrible anyway. It would have been like a Drew Barrymore English accent from ever after.
No, I don't remember that, but I'm assuming it wasn't great.
Or Bram Stoker's Dracula and Keanu Reeves and his British accent.
See, I wish I could watch that movie. That movie scares me. I don't want to watch that.
Just watch the clips of Keanu Reeves' British accent.
I'd rather. The only thing I know about that movie is a terrible Super Nintendo / Genesis game. That's all I know. And the AVGN, the parody he made of it. That's all I remember.
So I had issues with that. I hate issues like in the first 5 minutes in the movie of the montage of them putting the suit on. I did not need a close up of their balls. It's like boom, cod piece, then boom, booty, boom.
It's just like reusing the old jokes right from the beginning of the movie, so you know where you came from to get here. Again, I think because these things test well. And also, they used that in the trailer for the last movie, I think it was. At one point, they flashed them putting the suit on. And they didn't have that. They just had the flash of the butt and the chest and the symbols and whatnot, and the utility belt, right?
And copies.
Well, the utility belt was the thing. They weren't really just showing off the junk.
I'm sorry. They are showing off the junk because they have the junk in a different color, so you know exactly what it is.
In this movie is different. And this movie is explicitly to make the joke of, look, we got the cod piece. Look, we got the butt cheeks. Look, we got the bat chesticles for men's and women's because they do it with Batgirl later. But look, we have the American. It doesn't even say American Express. If you look at the card, they have it on IMDb. It says Batman, good through. Forever, and it says goth card on it. And so they had the Bat credit card. See, there was just so many jokes that just didn't land. Then the whole subplot with Poison Ivy. the way they made her character, I don't know if that's accurate. I don't know, right? I don't know how old that character is. I don't know her origin story.
Oh, she's old, yeah.
I just know she was on Batman and Robin, and I liked her on that show, right? That's all I know.
Yeah.
That's all I know. Not even in the books, because remember, this is 97. That's all I know.
Yeah.
So they had her subplot, and basically she worked for a mad scientist and ended up getting killed, which is messed up. So some of the stuff is kind of like, not only do we have the backdrop of this being this absurdly colorful. Also, that was House that killed her.
Yeah.
Also, Jonathan Luthor, I think it is, right?
No, Jonathan Luthor is not House. House is a different actor.
Oh yeah, right. Jonathan Luthor. They look alike.
Yeah, he was Jonathan Luthor though.
He was Luthor, not Laurie, I believe. That's the other guy's name.
Yeah.
But like, man, it just wasn't good either way. Trying to take out the little bits and pieces to like go, okay, this person, this.
Yeah.
It's just like, no. You had one good thing, and then the rest of it was just terrible.
Yeah.
Very bad.
Very
bad. I didn't like it.
Nah, me either. And then
I like how some of it looked, but that's about it.
Yeah. This was the first movie to mention any other character outside of DC, as when Batman said this is why Superman works alone. I
mean, he made a good point.
Yeah.
He made a good point, though.
But beyond that and like the ice skating scene, I didn't think it was great.
They click their heels together and the ice skates come out.
Yeah.
Like, you ain't like that?
Nah.
You ain't like them playing hockey with the giant diamond? Come on, son.
I hated all the puns. I tried to embrace it, and I couldn't stand the puns.
Like, even the moment you're supposed to feel when they show Mr. Freeze's wife.
Yeah.
It just kind of be like, yeah, I want to get into it, but then Arnold talks, and it's like, God damn it. And then he immediately says a pun. It's just like,
Yeah.
So
he wanted to put a blanket on the world.
He wanted to kill everybody. Free everybody. Freeze.
There was one that just gave me douche chills, and it was Poison Ivy. She stated to a person that this Poison action figure has kick moves.
Who's he?
She did like kick the security guard or something like that.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, ugh. I wonder how Bane knew how to drive, because I thought he was just a blank body that was created with the plants and shit.
No, he was a little crazy guy.
Oh, okay.
They had a little man that was there.
Yeah, I was like, he woke up, he knew how to drive, and I'm like, didn't you have to at least teach him how to drive? One thing I always say about these movies is they're very convenient with all these costumes. Like, where are they getting all these costumes from? Did they plan this? Did they have a tailor saying, all right?
Well, at least Mr. Freeze.
Mr.
Freeze, you can see. I guess he stole enough stuff, so he was rich. Poison Ivy, it made no sense.
Yeah,
I liked like her costume changes and stuff, like the again, the visuals for her specifically and Mr. Freeze, like they put, you could tell, I mean, to not the lesser extent, but to equal extent, Batman and Robin, like the costumes look really good. Like they weren't bad. That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
You could tell all the money went into not just getting the actors, because these are all at the time like in-demand actors and actresses, right?
Yeah.
Like, and it's not like their careers dipped, because George Clooney. Yeah, I mean, but even he landed himself in a good role on what was it, that CSI with LL, so he had a lifetime gig. But like, Clooney's stock went up. Schwarzenegger's stock, you could say it didn't go up, but it still did, because he kept doing he's still doing movies.
Yeah.
But and Uma Thurman didn't even get to her best stuff. If you really like Kill Bill, right? So like, it didn't hurt nobody. That's the funny thing is, this ain't hurt nobody. I guess I heard Bane, right?
Yeah.
He didn't really make it. Unfortunately, I think I saw his IMDb. He passed not too long after this movie. He died August 18th, 97.
Yeah.
So he died the same year the movie came out. So that's rough. Also, he was a wrestler, and we've probably seen him on early Nitro. So if If you watch wrestling, keep an eye out. He was also in an episode of Walker Texas Ranger.
Yeah.
As Jumbo Stark. So
yeah,
that was his name, Jumbo Stark, aka
Stark.
Sammy.
Yeah, this was really a hard movie to get by. And it was not, I'll say there are some of the movies we watch are a lot worse than this, but this is up bad there with some of those worst ones just because it was just really hard to get through because the puns were so just terrible. They were so tasteless and not even like, I was like, who watched this in the beginning? It was like, yo, that's funny. Even under the influence, I found the shit dry as fuck.
Schumacher, I guess. I don't know.
I feel like we had to have like two opinions and maybe watch it high and watch it regular and see what's different.
You probably have to watch it with everything.
Yeah, because then
do a separate alcohol cast, like everything. Because this is weird. I don't know who this tested for. It had to be children.
Yeah,
it had to be. That's the thing. It had to be that age of like 10 to 11. Because I know I saw it young, and I didn't think it was bad.
Yeah,
but even going back, like not even this late, like earlier.
Yeah,
I watched it again because, of course, this movie. I'm sure it did gangbusters. That's just the time it was, right?
My mom took us to see it, and we were all looking at each other like that was bad.
But like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, even upon reflection, I saw this again, and it was like, yo, this is definitely the worst out of all these Batman movies.
You know what's funny, and this is something I'll straight up say, is that I remember seeing this with my mom as a kid. I think she took me and my sister to see it, and after we saw it, you know how you get hyped and wanting to try to see if you can find the figures and stuff like that. I did not want. I did not want the figures.
Well, me and my cousins were in too deep, so
yeah, I had no interest. We found the Batman and Robin figures, and I looked at them. and was like, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna get this ninja over here.
Yeah, we were in too deep.
Yeah,
he had the cars and stuff. So
yeah, the Batman. I'll say that was the highlight. The Batmobile was actually pretty good.
Yeah, again, all the props and stuff were cool. The bikes they had when they were skating on ice and the city was frozen, it was cool.
Yeah,
it was just everything around it, all the talking. If nobody talked, this movie might have been better.
Yeah,
it might have been better, maybe just a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what are you gonna give this?
I'm gonna give it a 2.75, only to make it higher than Condor Man.
All right, let me get to your list. 2.75. So Condor Man on your list is a 1.5.
Oh, it is. So this movie is a 2 then. All right.
2. All right.
So
where are you gonna put it over? You want to put it over? So your number 2s are Masters of the Universe, Generation X, Superman 4, and Supergirl.
No, it's at the bottom.
It's at the bottom under Generation X.
Yeah. It's nah.
Oh man. 2.0. And for myself, I'm going to go. I don't want to give it credit. And for some reason, I like Masters of the Universe slightly better than this movie. And I like Supergirl slightly better than this movie. So I'm going to give it a 1.5.
Where's Condor Man on your list?
Second to last. It's a 1.
Okay.
I have 3 1s, and that's Condor Man, Sheena the Queen of the Jungle, and Guyver 2.
Okay.
Guyver 2 is my last movie. You know what? I'm going to give it a 2. I'm going to keep it at the 2.
All right.
Yeah, so that's our Batman Forever.
And we had to put the rating for this one, surprisingly. This one's a 3.8 on IMDb, so
yeah.
It's not just us that think this movie is very, very bad.
It's doo-doo. Our next movie.
There are 10s. Hold up. 7,595 people gave this movie a 10. What?
What drugs they were on?
Where?
And where we
yeah, what? Who? They had to be related to... Damn, how many relatives George Clooney got? What?
What drugs were you on? And tell me where to get it, and I could watch this as much as how you watched it.
How are those 7,005-year-olds?
No. Because you know what? Like I said, I was maybe 10, 11 when it came out too, and I hated the movie. So,
I remember thinking it was all right, but it took me one more time to watch it. Going, oh, this is nah.
Our next movie, we actually got a pretty good one. We got Men in Black for next week.
Yes, sir. Good.
After that is Orgasmo, Spawn, Star Kid, Steel, Blade, Inspector Gadget, Mystery Men, Virus, Citizen Toxie, The Crow's Salvation, The Specials, Unbreakable, X-Men. And that's our final movie.
Yes, sir.
We're getting there. We are almost done.
Can't wait to see Steel.
Yeah. So, Steel. So next week we have Men in Black. So we kind of did this week's show kind of an opposite. We did the movie first, and then now we're gonna talk about other things that we did. I just received some more Power Ranger figures. I got the Space TJ, Blue Ranger, and Silver Psycho, which is Zane's head. 2-pack. I got Scorpina and Yellow Ranger with Aisha's head, which is a 2-pack as well. I got SPD SWAT A green, and that's about it. And the SWAT ones look really dope.
Okay, cool.
So that was actually really cool.
Can you take the vest off? Or no?
I have not opened them, so I'm not sure. I know they have the SWAT gear and stuff. Like, this is not the SPD SWAT. This is the A team, the A squad team. So that's the ones that had the space helmets, and they were full fatigue.
Oh, okay. They're not the ones with the black vest on?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I hope they do those. I would like to get at least the Red Ranger like that.
Mm-hmm.
But those came in. Those are the update that I got.
Did you get Rita?
Huh?
She dropped last week.
Who?
Rita Repulsa for Battle for the Grid.
I have not played it. I do have the season pass for this, so I gotta download her.
I saw her. I don't know if they passed out the Infinite, but there's a kooky look at it. I think it's a bug because it just looks weird. She freezes in place, and the other character comes in, and like her body keeps the other person from bouncing out of your combo. It looks hilarious.
That's good.
So,
I heard she's kind of broken right now.
I mean, I just said she got an Infinite, so maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably a part of it. You know what I'm saying?
I heard she's broken right now, but if you're using her kind of way, it works for your favor.
Mm-hmm.
But I saw some of the gameplay. She actually looks pretty cool. I was actually excited to check out her. I tried using Adam. I was not crazy about the Adam Ninjetti.
Okay, gotcha.
I was not really crazy about that one. The girl, the clown chick that came in, she's pretty decent.
Which one is that now?
She's a monster from Ninja Steel.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, she was the second character. I wonder who they're gonna bring for the third, for the next season, because they are planning another season before they even start making this. There's talks of a sequel coming out, but they said they might be 2 more seasons before they even start the second game.
I mean, listen, why not?
Yeah, if it works and still plays good, we go good. I think Julio just picked it up and started playing it.
Yes, sir. Good stuff.
So yeah. Of the new people that they add, I think Scorpina was like one of my favorite ones.
Okay, cool.
Scorpina was really good. But yeah. Hopefully if they continue, hopefully we see some more cool Rangers in it. Yeah, I was not crazy about the Ninjetti or Adam though. And then been playing Halo. Halo's pretty good. I've been playing the single player though. I haven't played online yet.
Okay, gotcha.
It's pretty solid. It gets a really open world map once you get past like the first big section. The map is like pretty open world, and you gotta take over like territories and shit like that. But it's pretty fun so far. I'm actually been really enjoying it.
Yes, sir.
Anything else?
That's everything you got?
Yeah, none really came out. Like we talked about Game Awards last week. None really came out in the forefront for any video games wise. We talked about last time. Yeah, I guess. All right, we wrap this up. We short and sweet this week.
No, I mean, I'm talking about you. I got some stuff.
Oh, you got stuff.
You know.
Oh, I thought you got. Go ahead. You got.
No, because checked out Final Fantasy 7 remake came out on the Epic Store.
Yes.
I know this fires everywhere. It's not a great port, but it's still better than the one that was on PS4 because I only have base, right?
Yeah.
I don't have the Pro or 5.
Yeah.
So it's pretty damn good. I already see day one. There's mods. Somebody modded the dress cloud in the beginning of the game.
Sweet.
I mean, somebody pointed out though that they do kind of wish that they would unlock things like that officially. And I was thinking to myself, yeah, that is kind of weird that that's not like a thing because it's not uncommon for when a character has a different set of clothes in a game, specifically in RPG, that they just say, well, we don't really care. Did you beat the game? Yeah, you wear this. So it kind of is like, because that the other thing is that the other girls, they have like multiple outfits.
Okay.
For the part when they go to the Don's hideout or whatever.
Yeah, I remember.
They all have like 3 other dresses. So
depending on how you did it, you get a certain dress. Yeah, I remember.
So the fact that you can't let them wear that in the game just freely, like that would have been cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got the nice blue dress.
So I guess I'll just wait till people. It probably won't even be that long. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If they already did this, I can't wait to what they put in there. I can't wait to see Rita Repulsa flying around for some reason. In Final Fantasy, give me some dumb stuff, please. Please.
Did you play the original Final Fantasy 7
on PlayStation? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So how you like the new gameplay for it?
But I mean, I already played the PlayStation 4 one, so it's all right.
Oh, okay.
I'm used to it.
Oh, okay.
I think there's things they have to fix. Because they're gonna go to another game, but I didn't play this is also incorporating the DLC stuff.
Yeah.
So I know that when you play as Yuffie, it doesn't exactly play the same.
Yeah.
And I believe that her combat is probably more refined, which I have to wait until I get to that part. So I'll see if I like that part more.
Okay.
But the feeling I had from the PlayStation 4 version to this one is still. It's pretty fun. It looks very cool, but there's sometimes I'm fighting something, I don't know why I'm dying. I'll just be seeing my health just going down. I'm like, why is the screen flashing red? I thought I was hitting the thing. And it turns out like 5 other dudes just happen to materialize and it starts shooting me back.
Behind the wall.
They probably came out the wall. I don't know. But some of the fights, the difficulty in the game seems a little uneven. Because some of the bosses are supposed to be difficult. Like, you're supposed to do the right thing, right? Yeah. I get that. But then there's sometimes you'll fight regular enemies and it just be like, why is this regular enemy kicking my ass? I'm pressing the button to do the swings and I'm not standing still, but this move, it magnet hits me, so I can't get out the way. Weird stuff. So I think they need to fix that.
Yeah.
I think there's some stuff that needs to be fixed. So okay. We'll see. I mean, again, I have to wait until however many chapters in you get to Yuffie. I think you might have to beat it. I'm not sure. I never played it. Yeah. So I don't know. So we'll see. But I'm still excited for the next chapter, right?
Yeah, I hope so too. I actually really liked the 7 remastered because I never got into the original 7 because I'm not a big fan of turn-based. Like, it takes a unique style for me to get really into it. I think Yakuza Like a Dragon did it for me. But other than that, I don't really get into turn-based games, so it's really hard for me to get into it. So when they made it more the fact that I control the action, I started appreciating the game more. I did like the style of that game. I liked the music. The music was really cool. I've been wanting to replay it again, so there's a chance I'll try to replay it to Platinum It. So I'll probably get back on that one day. I got the PS5 enhanced shit too, so I'll see how that looks too.
Yeah, that was the deal when the DLC came out. So that's what it should be on there. So that's a completely different experience as as well. So when you do go back to it, you'll have something different to look at least.
Yeah. You know what's funny? And like, it's not the same game, but I should go back just to finish it because I have not finished it. Kingdom Hearts 3. I have not touched the game in such a long time, but I'm at the point that I could honestly, if I turn it on and continue from where I'm at, and at the part where I'm at, it'll probably take me an hour to finish the game.
Oh, okay.
But I refuse to fucking play.
I got you.
I was not like crazy about that game. I wanted a better like.
You sure you got to the end? Wait a second. Are you sure?
I didn't care. I didn't finish it. I just left it at that. I was like, "Fuck you! I don't care about you."
Did they leave you a bad impression?
Nah, it was just getting really repetitive and getting boring.
Gotcha. There you go.
And I just never just put it back on to finish it. Other games came out and kind of took my attention.
Was the story alright?
It was everywhere. I felt like the game was everywhere. I felt part 2 story was everywhere. So it was the same thing with this one. Like, it was kind of confusing at times. I did like the different worlds you went into, but I just wish there was more like creative looks for those worlds, because some of them didn't really have much of a different look. But there was some cool stuff, like they had the mech battle stuff, which was fun. I found a little like cheat code for the gummy ship. I made a square.
Oh, okay.
And it won't shoot in the middle. So like all the guns will go to the middle, so they won't shoot the side. So if you make a square, your thing is kind of invincible.
Oh, okay.
Because they shoot the middle, they don't shoot around.
I understood. Okay.
That was my little cheat code. So I made a big ass square spaceship.
I need to see if the PC port of that was good to know if they had a different team do this one, because there's some I don't have screen tearing. I have like micro stutters, so sometimes you'll be just in the world. I guess it's not finished loading. I don't know. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah. But it just can't handle what it's doing, and it's just like it'll need a little bit of for like a not even half a second. But it was like if you pay attention really hard, you'd be like, that's not smooth. Yeah. But it's every so often. So like it 99% of the time is great, and then 1 second you get a so I'm like, that's the type of stuff that I didn't really get outside of the areas where you can tell the game is loading on PS4. Yeah. So maybe there's still some rough edges. I hope they do give a damn and patch the game to fix some of those little things, because again, I have not received any crashes. I have not had AI bug out. I have not had things fall into the world, because like this is not even Grand Theft Auto. Yeah. I don't need any. I'll stand by it, because at least if it was a burning dumpster fire, I would be out there on the front lines like, yo, you need to look at this. So it's not that bad, so I'm not mad. That's the main thing.
Are you gonna stream this? Are you gonna make content for this?
I mean, I've always wanted to do a playthrough of it, but I didn't like want to sit there with the jet engine on and play the PlayStation 4 one. So I'll try to put something out for it. I might go through it on New Game Plus. I might actually try to learn how to play the game on hard. Okay. Because on hard you can't use items. Yeah. So far I've played this game and I haven't used them. Trying to learn how that's possible. I see it, but there was a way I did it towards the end of the game, but you needed a specific weapon for it. Okay. I don't have that now, so it's actually kind of difficult to not lean on those benches they give you. Yeah. Because they restore your health and your magic and stuff. So it's something to try to do that's different before that I played. And now I understand a lot of the bosses, because the last game, it always happened. I went to a boss, I just got my ass kicked. I was like, what the hell just happened? And then I was like, oh, I was using the wrong thing. And then I used the right thing. And then the encounter happened, and it took 5 minutes less. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. So that kind of sucks, because that game locks you out of changing your magic in battle, right? Yeah. That's just how no games really let you do that.
Yeah.
But it's like I don't know if you should do that. I don't know if that's a holdover we should keep anymore. I kind of should be able to go into my menu
Yeah.
and take out the material that I don't need for this fight.
Yeah.
Why not? Why can't I?
Yeah.
Like, so, yeah. So what if it'll make it easy? I don't care. I'm not here to play a masochist game. Sorry, not everything has to be Dark Souls.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Exactly.
So.
Sometimes you just want to go through a damn game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then there's the what I have been watching aside from what I played was it was called DNF Duel.
Yeah.
And then there's also King of Fighters 15. They both had
I saw some of the videos.
gameplay betas this weekend. Yes.
Oh, cool.
So KOF 15 is on number 2.
Okay.
I'm sure they have enough time for another one. Maybe I've heard better things about this one.
Okay.
That the netcode is smoother. Everything is running as intended, right?
I was watching some of it recently, like not that long ago, before I changed it to Halo, and I was watching some of the King of Fighters. I think they were doing it. I forgot who were doing it, but I was watching it. It looks pretty solid.
Mm-hmm. And then the Dungeon Fighter game as well, which is it came from an online, kind of like a multiplayer, almost MMO type, but it was a beat 'em up.
Yeah.
And so now it has a fighting game, and it's kind of mysterious for the longest time. I think up until the day before it released, all the systems and stuff were question marks because they didn't put out any information.
Oh.
And so like the last day before the beta came out, they put up YouTube videos of like little snippets. Like no trailer breaks the 2-minute mark. Even the official trailer that came out that says 4 hours ago,
Yeah.
it does not even break the 2-minute mark. Like no information for this game. Do they ever waste time to just go, here's a character trailer,
Yeah.
38 seconds.
Okay.
Did you like what you saw? Too bad. Here's the next one. So thankfully, the people that made it, I found out, it is a team that made Tatsunoko versus Capcom.
Okay. I actually
But
like that game.
the reason I really like it is because I looked at the IMDb. They also made one of my favorite Bloody Roar games, and that's Bloody Roar 3. They made 4.
Yeah.
I don't like 4 as much as 3.
I remember 3. That was the one on GameCube only, right?
4 is the one on GameCube only, I think it is.
Oh, okay.
3 is on PlayStation 2.
Okay, cool.
And then there's another version of 3, I believe, on GameCube.
Remember getting a new Bloody Roar?
Probably never, because the company that owns it is dead and nobody cares. I would love for somebody to buy it, because I believe it is Hudson. I don't know who owns
It was
Hudson.
Hudson, yeah.
So I don't know who owns that. I think it might be Square Enix that owns Hudson, because or Konami, and if it's Konami, that's bad.
Yeah.
This is gonna stay dead because they don't care. So they're in limbo. I love it. I love it if somebody just bought the rights to the characters and was like,
I thought that was cool.
put Yugo the Wolf in Marvel vs. Capcom 4, because if you want to count Infinite, right?
There you go.
So we'll see.
But
I think it looks good. Yeah. I've seen it. It's not super fast like Guilty Gear.
Okay.
It is not a game where you die instantly. There are some characters though that I've seen people like just melt health bars.
Yeah.
And then there's like 2 characters that have these really, really busted attacks.
Yeah.
If you check out the RedCycloneInc Twitter, people put up tech videos all the time, and I retweeted some of the worst ones, the nastiest stuff. There's this lady, the Inquisitor, that has this giant wheel, and it's obnoxious because it takes up the whole screen, and you just sit there and block it for like 5 seconds. It's if you see it happen in a fight, it's like, wow, they just let you do that? That's nasty. And then there's this other guy with a giant hammer that he can do some type of incantation, let's put it.
Yeah.
And then he can bounce you off the floor with the hammer multiple times, and it looks so bad. Like if you sat there and had to deal with it, you would probably want to turn the game off. And then there's also the gunslinger character. I believe he's called Ranger. And I saw some of the better like Street Fighter players pick that character. It's terrible. It's unbelievable. Have you ever seen the beginning of Injustice? Do you remember?
Yeah.
You remember how bad Superman was?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember Injustice 2? Do you remember how bad Deadshot was?
Yeah.
It's like that.
Yeah, Deadshot was pretty.
Deadshot was pretty bad. Yeah, you just started. Yeah, it's like that. In the hands of a really, I'm talking about people like high class. I'm not talking about no generic, no name scrub dude. I'm talking about like, not the guys in the comments bitching. I'm talking about the guys that won tournaments and stuff. Those guys, in the hands of those dudes, that character is awful. I would not want. I would not want to. I'd be like, you won, dude. I'll see you later. I need my blood pressure. I can't. This will kill you.
Yeah.
The salt, the pure salt. So that looks like it's great. I can't wait. There's some stuff that needs to be patched. There's one character that has a two. Yeah. I think so. I think there's now officially 2 characters that have infinites.
Oh, damn.
He's not, but that character is not one of the busted ones. But it does high damage. But his infinite is literally, well, you just gotta sit here and watch this for 30 seconds until your health runs out. It's bad. It's bad. So it's a beta, right? It's not the final product. Just make sure you use the proper hashtags. They tell you if you want to let them know your feedback. Use the proper hashtag, man.
Yep.
Just let them know you don't want this in the game.
Yeah.
Please cry now while you still can. Don't let this go into the final product because they listen apparently. So we'll see. I'm glad, but I'm also glad they work. Also, this has been like the second game in a row in the same week that had server issues because too many people want to play.
Yeah, that's a good problem.
Because I sent you a thing earlier in this week as well. Final Fantasy, I believe they put out the last, I don't know if it's the final, but their latest DLC for 14.
Okay.
And yeah, it's too popular. They had to cut off access to the game because too many people wanted to play.
That's cool.
That's a good problem to have.
Though. Yeah. You have people wanting to play.
So, yeah, and there were hours-long server queues for people to get in. Not good. I remember that for. Did you get to play Dauntless?
No.
Okay, so I did talk about it on the cast once, and my experience with it was so popular at release it had a server queue, which means you had to sit there, look at a screen, and it will refresh every so often to tell you so your number is 15,000 out of whatever, and it slowly ticks down till you get in the game.
Oh, okay.
I ain't with that, man. Nah, man, just let me play. I don't care.
Yeah.
So I told you, Bert, I'm not playing Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I've seen
like
people play it. I think Xavier Woods played it on one of his streams and stuff like that.
It sounds like crack.
With completion, with the completionists he played with.
I don't need that.
It sounds stressful.
It sounds addictive. It sounds like Warcraft used to be.
Yeah.
So I until we hear the stories about, what is it? I think it was like a mother that left her kid somewhere because she was playing Warcraft. Or the guy that died in the game cafe because he was playing all day. Like, until I hear that again, Warcraft will be undefeated. But like, it sounds pretty bad.
Yeah,
so,
people get up and use the bathroom.
I mean, did you see that episode of South Park? They made fun.
I did see it.
Ma. So,
yeah.
I haven't seen South Park in a long time. Is Cartman's mother still around? Is she a character still?
I can't really tell you because I'm not the biggest South Park person. I watch it here and there, but I'm not like the biggest fan of it.
I got you. It's all good.
Yeah.
I guess that's it. I don't got much else.
I have one more thing.
Active stuff. Oh, what you got?
NECA decided to showcase what's coming up for the movie lines that they have, and they showcase 4 new turtles that are going to come based on the Secret Ooze movie.
I saw the big picture they put up that had like a bunch of the figures lined up.
That's exactly what I'm looking at.
Okay, cool.
So you have Turtles 1, which all those figures have been released. which is Danny's the part of the Loot Crate, and everything else was released between GameStop and Loot Crate and Walmart. So those are that. Then they have the Secret of the Ooze, which has 4 new turtle models. They're going to be based on more on the turtles too. So, like Mikey's going to probably have the combat cold cuts. Donatello probably will have. Honestly, he better have the clown that he pokes and like yeah. He better have that clown. If not, I'm like fuck that toy. And then they also have Ultimate Shredder coming out.
Got you.
Everything else in that set has came out already. The 3 Super Shredders and Tokyo Razor has come out. So those are the only ones that had not released, which is the Turtles and the Super Shredder. Well, no, not Super Shredder. Ultimate Shredder. And then they also in the bottom have the Turtles Monsters one, which they revealed Raphael being the Frankenstein, Leonardo being Quasimodo, like a hunchback. Michelangelo is going to be the Mummy, and April is going to be the Bride of Frankenstein.
Oh, I didn't see that coming. Nice.
Yeah, they did that in the first line. The first line, but the second wave of it.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah,
I didn't see that one.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that's gonna happen soon. So that is showing things, and they also have rumors that they are also working on a turtle van. Hopefully, the price tag won't be as much as Super 7 because I refuse to pay the $500 for that. But if NECA does one, hopefully, if it's under if it's around $200 to $250, I think I'll invest in it. Other than that, I'm not interested. It's cheaper than that or no more.
I
Yeah. That's all I got.
Yes, sir. All right.
Wrap this up.
So you can wrap this up.
Yep.
Thank you for listening to another episode of the It Gets Better Elsewhere podcast. Make sure you listen to us anywhere and everywhere. RedCycloneInc. That is Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram. That is YouTube. That is also SoundCloud and Spotify. And we also have a WordPress, so check it out. Where you at, Mark?
All that out. Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, and Twitch. All Mark with the mic. Follow our Spotify's the easiest way to get our podcast, RedCycloneInc. We have the weekly It Gets Better That's Rare and the Wrestling Babble, and we got the monthly Shell Shock, the Morphin Cast, Not a Trekkie, and Gamer Rage. Shell Shock has a new episode this week, so definitely check that out. That's for season 6 of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1987. We will be doing season 7 sometime this month, and then we probably be doing 8, 9, and 10 all together because they're very short.
True story.
So we are almost done with Turtles 87.
Nice.
It's bad. I like Creepy Eddie was cool though.
Yeah, I heard the episode. That was pretty good.
I like Creepy Eddie. But yeah. So yeah, more content coming. Definitely check it out. I'm trying to get a schedule set up so I can start doing unboxings and also some gameplay on Twitch. So stay tuned. Probably right after the holidays, I'll start getting back into it and probably doing like 3 days a week. Probably adjust maybe one day doing unboxings, and then the other days it'll be some gaming. So probably be some Halo, probably be some Spider-Man, probably be some fighting games. We'll see.
I just want to put out something that shout outs to Chugs, Adam Cole.
Yep.
I didn't get to see it, but I believe it happened yesterday. That he was involved with the Halo Championship Series,
yes.
the ACS. And so, funny enough, this is one step closer to all of the people being from the party being at G4, because on that same show, as I believe a commentator, was Golden Boy.
Yes.
Who was a host on Attack of the Show. Also just AG4 host in general. So
yes,
good stuff.
Yeah, I actually was just watching it. He was on there. I was watching the Halo League. I'm actually watching it still. So it's still going on. Just check it out because I haven't really played the online, so me watching someone play the online makes it a little easier.
Yes, sir.
Other than that, yeah. So yeah, follow all those things. Follow the Jinkies.
Because he's hungry. We didn't give him fruitcakes, no, because we know better.
Yeah, we should have.
I mean, just to see what his reaction was. You know what he's gonna do? He's just gonna eat it.
That or be very constipated.
I think he's gonna eat it regardless, and then be constipated.
Yes.